What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. This is the Faz, my inaugural YouTube episode all about NBA 2K. So I know we are getting down to the winding months of NBA 2K20. 2K21 is just on the horizon and I cannot wait. But I am giving myself a challenge here in these final few months. My goal is to win the NBA Finals with every single team in this game. We're starting with the 1964-1965 Boston Celtics. We're going to do this rebuild style, 3 years to win an NBA championship. Now, I might not be successful with all of these because a lot of these teams' play styles aren't necessarily based to the modern NBA. So what I did was I just went into custom league, added the team that I'm playing with right into the league. So right now, the 64-65 Celtics, as you can see, are just dropped into the modern day NBA. I just feel like it's the fairest way to do it, without replacing the 64 without replacing the current Celtics with the old ones. I just don't want to take these players out of the league like that. I'm trying to make this as level as possible. Before I start the rebuild, I do want to give a quick shameless plug. Within the next couple weeks, I am starting my own podcast with Believe Podcast Network, an Orlando Magic-based podcast that is my favorite team. It will be with a former Orlando Magic player. Not quite sure who that's going to be yet. We're still working on the logistics behind that, but be on the lookout for some announcements about that over the next couple of weeks and links to listen. So here we are with the 1964-1965 Boston Celtics, led by the great Bill Russell. I consider him a top 5 player of all time. I know not many people do consider him upper in the top 5 of their list, but I think he's just such an iconic player. For me, no better team to start within the Boston Celtics. I do have some concerns with this team about play styles of certain players, and then obviously there's all these 2K generic guys that we're going to replace, but this team, I mean, it's not as bad as some other teams. Like, if you look at the 64-65 Lakers, where they just don't have a center, the size-wise, the players here fit. 6'5" small forward John Havlicek, 6'6", 6'7" power forwards. Tom Sanders specifically, a really good defender. I do have some improvements I do want to make to this team, though. I am going to roll with K.C. Jones at the point a little bit. What I think I'm going to do is play out the first 10 to 15 games with the roster the way it is right now. If I have any changes I want to make, we're going to go through and make some changes. But this is a little trick that I like to do. It's not cheating. You go into players' tendencies, and you could actually change how much they shoot and pass the ball. I don't consider this like editing a player and changing their stats and whatnot. I do want him to shoot the ball a little bit more. Definitely pass the ball a little bit more. This just kind of changes. It doesn't really change the statistics of the player as much as it changes how they play. I do kind of envision this team having much more of a passing point guard, like a nice 3-and-D point guard that can distribute the ball. And I think K.C. Jones can fit that really well. What I am going to do is see that I don't know, I didn't even do this. The computer just gave us Devin Harris. I am going to go through this really quickly and cut some of these 2K generic players and try to get some real players on this team. I really don't want Devin Harris as my backup shooting guard, but I get DeMarcus Cousins. I don't think I could afford him. No, he's not going to want to sign with us for that. I think a good place to start here is probably Lance Stevenson. We'll get him, and then J.R. Smith. I think both for the same reasons. Just 3-and-D adding to this team. Shots off the dribble, playmaking. I like what both of these guys can potentially bring to the team. So what I'm going to do is just kind of play around. I don't want Bill Russell playing that many minutes a game. He's 31 years old. I do want Tom Sanders to start, though, for defensive purposes. So kind of like the minutes like that there. K.C. Jones is a little bit old. I don't know how much I want from him, but we're going to take Devin Harris's minutes away. I'm going to play around with this right now, and let's see what we end up with. Alright, guys, so I did end up going with a 10-man rotation. These are the minutes right here. You can pause and look through them really quickly. Hold on. I do want to look at how often John Havlicek is going to be shooting the ball. Like I said, I don't consider this changing stats. 95, okay. I don't consider this changing stats at all. I just think it has to do with the tendencies of the player. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna sim the first. I don't know. We'll sim to the end of November, and we'll see what the team looks like. All right, guys. So we're almost at the end of November. I did want to stop here for a second. I'm gonna look at the stats, but I'm actually kind of considering this trade. I know it's crazy, but I'm getting a good first-round pick from the Timberwolves, top 3 protected. I can't see them falling in the top 3, but I also definitely don't think they're gonna be a playoff team. And Draymond Green's not a bad player, but I do want to take a look at how Tom Sanders is playing. I mean, it's 11-9. Draymond Green 6-6. I don't know if this trade's worth it. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like this might be a hot take, but I feel like Draymond is the better player. I feel like he just might fit better. And I'm getting a first-round pick for it. So I'm a big Draymond Green proponent. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna do it. I am gonna look at the stats though. We're 10-6 right now. I'll let it finish simming to November 30th. All right, so we're 12-6, not bad. I really like Draymond Green. I'm interested in the fifth for. Oh, look at Bill Russell, 19-19. Oh my God. Havlicek shooting 67% from 3. Sam Jones playing pretty good. I'm really thinking about doing this trade. I want to look at. He's not a good 3-point shooter, and he's like an okay perimeter defender. I just feel like, for what he does, I know the ratings are off, but I just feel like Draymond Green offers such an upgrade. K.C. Jones at point guard, 8-8. I mean, I kind of wanted better from him. J.R. Smith, I mean, look at this. It's 6 points a game, but he's shooting 47% from 3. I like him as our backup too. You know what? We're gonna look and see how I can improve this. So maybe I'll package these two together. That's $30 million in salary right there. Ideally, I'm looking for a point. De'Aaron Fox and Harrison Barnes. Okay, I'm going to go back to this because I could possibly flip him for a 4. Okay, no, I don't need this. This kind of gets the job done too, though. I mean, I'm not really getting the type of point guard that I want, but, Jamal Murray and Paul Millsap, I don't hate this either, moving Ibaka over to the 4. You know what? I love De'Aaron Fox. I have to go with this trade. De'Aaron Fox is going to be our new starting point guard now. And, I wonder what J.R. Smith's number changed to. Number 2, okay. We're going to flip Harrison Barnes now and see what I can get for Harrison Barnes. Hopefully I can get an offer for Draymond Green. Let's see what we end up with. Alright guys, so I wasn't able to find a trade for Draymond in the trade finder, but like I said, I actually really like the fit of him on this team a lot. I'm trying to do Harrison Barnes for him straight up. They're not having it. I really don't want to give a first round pick. Can I give like no, they can't take another player. I'm just trying to throw like I'll give a first round pick next year. Alright, there you go. Alright, so we got Draymond Green on the team. Welcome to the team, Draymond. Alright guys, so this is the final rotation right here. We got Fox and Jones in the backcourt. I love Draymond Green and Bill Russell. What a defensive frontcourt. I really want to upgrade the backup point guard spot. I don't want to go too crazy in this first season because, I wasn't coming in expecting a championship, but I feel like we're just making huge upgrades to the team now that, I think why not shoot for it. Dion Waiters, I'm not really getting any point guard offers. I might go for like a Dion Waiters or someone or higher. You know what, Ilyasova. We'll get Ilyasova. And let's flip Ilyasova for a point guard and see what I can get. Alright guys, so I was able to find a trade for Draymond Green. So I need an exception. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and accept that. I do want to see, however, if I can get someone better for Patrick Beverley. I'm okay with keeping him, but I want to see if I can get a quick upgrade here for Pat Bev. Alright guys, so I wasn't able to find an upgrade for Patrick Beverley, knowing that I personally felt fit the team better. But you know what, I'm actually really okay with that. Take some minutes away from Stevenson and J.R. Smith there for a second, but why not? Like, you bring in a guy like Patrick Beverley, that's a defensive player right there, coming off the bench. I'm just ecstatic about the defense of this team right now. The defensive potential that this team has. De'Aaron Fox himself isn't even a bad defender. I am going to try one more time just to see if anything else pops up for Patrick Beverley. I'd really like... Maybe if I could package him and Stevenson, because J.R. Smith is kind of that... swingman spot, the 2 and the 3. Reggie Jackson, you know what? I don't hate that. I don't hate Reggie Jackson, but I don't want to give up a first-round pick for him. I'm not totally against it. I mean, what's Reggie Jackson doing on the defensive side of the ball? He's not a bad defender. I feel like he could score... Let's do it. Welcome to Team Reggie Jackson. I like it. Like I said, I just think the fit is there. Rodney McGruder can step up and play some good minutes. We do have a lot of centers now, though. What are the odds I could possibly flip Noah and McGruder? Let me see what I get here. Okay, so I basically traded away a center that I knew I wasn't going to use and ended up with DeMarre Carroll, which I'm pretty okay with. I mean, it's the same thing. It's kind of 3 and D. Let me change his position so that way he's in the game. He's listed as a power forward center. We're gonna switch him over to play both of the forward spots, and I really don't see myself changing this rotation at all. I am gonna cut this guy though and sign like a real NBA player right now. Let's just do, I don't know, get Sean Livingston. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really liking this team right now and our chances. I do want to cut this guy too and get another real player. I hate these 2K generic players. That's gonna be the problem doing all these rebuilds. I don't know, guys. Who are we thinking? Gerald Green. Let's go CJ Miles. I've always been a fan of CJ Miles, so we're gonna adjust the rotation and let's see what the final team looks like. Alright guys, so this is the final rotation. Really don't plan on making any more trades unless we somehow end up just a horrific team. But here's the lineup. De'Aaron Fox, Sam Jones, John Havlicek, Draymond Green, Bill Russell. Pretty decent bench, I think, actually. I think the Reggie Jackson, DeMarre Carroll fit for this team is a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead and sim to the end of the regular season. Meet me at the end for the playoffs. Alright guys, so we're midway through. I got offered a trade that piqued my interest a lot, I'm not gonna lie. We have the chance to get Brandon Clark right now, who I think is 16 points and 7 rebounds a game. I might have to do this trade. I think he's one of the more underrated players in the league. We're giving up a first-round pick, but, I mean, I don't know how we could say no to this trade, to be honest with you. I think we have to accept it. I mean, Brandon Clark is just such a great player. I'm gonna go in and adjust the rotation manually. I'm still going to start Draymond Green. I like Draymond Green in the lineup, but I think Brandon Clark is just such a versatile player, and talking about him in real life, I think he's a great fit for what the Grizzlies are doing in real life. But for our team, what we're doing, the guy's averaging 16 and 7 here in 2K. He comes off the bench. He does the same thing that Hindstone does, kind of, but he's just better. He's just providing more offense. He's better all-around defender. I'm waiting for this thing to go out of the bottom of the screen so I can see what our records. We're 20 and 7. That trade just popped up as a trade offer for me. Like I said, I really don't plan on making any other trades unless something crazy like that happens, but I'm going to go ahead and sim the rest of the season. If any other crazy trades come up, I will let you know. Alright guys, so here we are at the end of the regular season. I gotta say, way better than I expected to do. 62 and 20 record. Let's go ahead and see if we got any NBA awards. First, All-NBA team nominations, whatever all that stuff is. Let's take a look. Giannis is your MVP. Ja Morant, Rookie of the Year. Schroeder's your 6th man of the year. Bill Russell, Defensive Player of the Year. 18.6 points, 18 rebounds, 3 blocks, shooting just about 55% from the field. I gotta be honest, I didn't think his game would translate this well into the modern NBA. I expected like a 9 and 16 stat line or something like that, maybe. But 19 and 18? I told you at the beginning of this video, Bill Russell, top 5 player of all time, can play in any era. Just one of a very few players I think can actually do that. Proving it right here, Defensive Player of the Year. Luka Doncic, Most Improved Player. He's the cheat code in this game. This is our coach, Otis Newman, Coach of the Year. I did go ahead and switch the 2K generic coach at the beginning of this. They're all like you know, see averages across the board. I wanted to get a coach that fit this team a little bit better. I just gave us a defensive system, and I mean, clearly it worked. Let's see if we got any All-NBA honors. Bill Russell, of course, All-NBA first team. Let's see, I don't see any of us there. Bill Russell, obviously the All-Defensive first team. Looks like Bill Russell is, nope, we have Brandon Clark on the All-Rookie second team, 13-6. So stats went down a little bit since we got him, but still 43% from 3, 55% from the field. Let's go ahead and look at the player stats before we get into the playoffs here. So player stats, John Havlicek led the team in scoring, 56 from the field, 40% from 3 with about 20 points a game. Sam Jones was our second leading scorer with 19 and shot about 57% from the field. Here's the rest. I'm not going to go through it all. Bill Russell, 12 defensive rebounds a game. Oh my God. De'Aaron Fox proved to be such a good fit for this team. 15 and 9. Decent shooting, about 50% from the field, 31% from 3. I would have liked to see a little bit better considering he just shot 37% from 3 last season. That's okay. Reggie Jackson, 14 points a game off the bench, including 46% from the three-point line. This was the move. I really wanted to keep Patrick Beverley, but I knew Reggie Jackson, the right system, could bounce back to the player he was back in this time over here when he first got to Detroit. And there's Brandon Clark from before. Here's the rest. Draymond Green, he's here for defense. 6, and 6 across the board. I take that. J.R. Smith had a decent shooting season. And that's the rest right there. So I'm happy with the team stats. I'm happy with the way we played. This hurts a little bit. We got my Orlando Magic here in the first round. I don't know if I mentioned that before in the beginning of the video. I am a die-hard Orlando Magic fan. My Orlando Magic podcast with a former Magic player yet to be mentioned is coming out soon. Be on the lookout for that. We beat the Magic in the first round, and now it's time to take on KD, Kyrie, and the Brooklyn Nets. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little nervous. It's just like the fit. We're in a Game 7 right now. I am gonna pause it and jump in with Simcast. Guys, I had to do it because I was nervous. It looks like we're gonna take Game 7 though. Fast forward a little bit, 134-113. We do win Game 7. I was ready to jump in just in case, but this is the team I did not want to face. I did not want to face Giannis and the Bucks. I think they are going to be the best team we face out of either conference, but 3-1? I'm not going to lie, I wasn't expecting that. I thought Giannis, the Giannis matchup against Bill Russell and Draymond Green made me nervous because they're both great defenders, but I think they both severely lack in athleticism. That was the thing I was nervous about this front court, but we did go ahead and make the NBA Finals here in the first season. We're taking on Kawhi, Paul George, and the Clippers. And we're down 3-1, so we're going to have to do some simcast, jump into a couple games here, guys. Alright, guys, so here we are, Game 7 of the NBA Finals. We're going up against Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, LA Clippers. They're a power duo. There's nothing else you could say. They are one of the best wing defensive duos in NBA history. Up by 2, 56 seconds left, 104-102. Let's see if we can seal the deal. I had a technical glitch before. We were winning though with about 30 seconds left by 3. Game completely lagged out. It's been happening to me every now and then. I don't know why. I think I need a new Xbox. But here we are, 104-102 with 56 seconds left. Jumping right into this game. Just looking back on the team we built, I mean, I really think Bill Russell can play in the modern NBA. I mean, I just think he has the size and strength to do it. I don't think he's as athletic, but see, like, look at that right there. I mean, that just counted my athleticism point, but the dude can jump up and rebound. I know this is a video game, but I mean, come on. Maybe I'm just a huge Bill Russell fan, but and this is the thing I was worried about this game. Like, you have all these big athletes like Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, and they're going up against Sam Jones and John Havlicek, who just aren't nearly as athletic and strong. But let's see what we can work with here. Yeah, see, now, see, that's a bad shot, but I mean, Sam Jones going up against Paul George. Yeah, I should have passed out of it. All right. 24 seconds left. 2-point game. Game 7. No pressure. See what I walked into with Bill Russell. I'm surprised he's scoring this much, though. I mean, you look at his career stats, he's only like a 12, 13, 14 point a game scorer. He averaged 18 points a game for... Fuck. He averaged 18 points a game for us this season, and, you know, like, in the modern NBA, I wasn't ready for that. See, got an easy layup with Fox. There we go. There we go. That's why we got De'Aaron Fox. But this team needed athleticism. I think De'Aaron Fox brought that. Down by one. We just got to play some defense. I'm not very good at defense in this game. George? We're going to use that last time out. Alright, alright. See, here's the thing. Do we go with Bill Russell with the last shot? The team leader? I really don't. I'm nervous with Sam Jones, but I'm feeling Bill Russell or De'Aaron Fox with this last shot here. If I miss this shot, I'm not doing another season, by the way. Fox. Let's go, baby. 2 seconds left and no 2K. They're going to pull from half court. Yup. That's it, baby. First season. Boston Celtics, 1964 and 1965. Those are your NBA champions right there. Wow. I'm not going to lie. I didn't think we'd be able to do it in the first season. I really didn't think we'd be able to do it. But the reason I like doing this is because you get to see the mix of old and new. You know what I mean? Like, on the court just now, you had Brandon Clark and De'Aaron Fox, 2 great young players in the NBA, playing alongside Sam Jones, Bill Russell, John Havlicek, some of the greatest players in the history of the sport. I think that's the great thing about 2K. I absolutely love how you have these old teams in here, and you could kind of like create your own league and throw them in there like that. Mixed players. This is what it's all about. This is awesome. See, Bill Russell Finals MVP, of course. See, how does this work? So does old Bill Russell, like, I skipped ahead, maybe I missed it. Does old Bill Russell hand young Bill Russell the trophy? Like, I don't remember if old Bill Russell is a computer-generated thing in the game on the stage at the championship ceremony. Wow, I'm not gonna lie. First video, first season, NBA Finals wins. Take a look at the game stats really quickly. Oh my fucking god, 30 points, 25 rebounds, and 6 assists. John Havlicek added 21. Fox 13 and 6. And then whatever, man. That's the rest of the team stats. Bill Russell, 30 points, 25 rebounds. What a way to start off the series of winning an NBA championship with every single team in this game. I'm the Faz. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. More NBA content coming out later this week. We're doing the 1964-1965 LA Lakers next. Make sure to subscribe for more 2K content. Thank you.